Welcome back to week 29 of the Raise Your Vibration family. And today we are going into the most important thing in everything, which is all about learning. Now, what are you learning? And what you're learning is a direct reflection of who you're becoming. What you're studying is a reflection of who you're going to be. Now, look at the things you're studying and audit yourself. What type of stuff are you consuming? What are you learning? What are you researching? What things are you reading? And how much are you doing it? Because we have such a massive learning potential and capacity. So we can learn so many different things in life. And today we are going to learn exactly how to do this and what this means for you. Okay, so I really like reading. I've been reading books since I could crawl. And what this matters for you is if you're reading a very important book about history, about a high-level skill set, you're reading it and you're learning the mindsets of these people. You're learning these very intricate skill sets that are very different from how you usually think. You are going to massively expand your mind. And if you're testing yourself, if you're finding challenging tests that you really don't know, and then you review your answers. But not only the things you know, review the answers and the questions that you get wrong. Because this is how you can learn very quickly. Focus on what you like to learn and what's motivating for you to learn, because you'll pay attention. And the thing is, learning is a skill. So, how do we improve our ability to learn faster, better, more efficiently? Well, it all starts with being engaged and motivated and learning something that we really want to learn. And the thing is, there are millions of things to learn. So you just have to start. And here's something I've learned recently, which is something I've known for a long time, but by reading it, it really motivates me still, and re-motivates me, and re-energizes, reinvigorates me, and it is take action, and taking action is always better than not taking action. Because you can decide to not take action, and okay, sometimes you can take action at the wrong time, but it's very important to know when to take action, when not to take action, and how to take action. Because really it's about looking at the big picture, expanding your mind, expanding what you know, and expanding how you perceive things. So if you're reading 30 minutes a day, you're growing your mind, you're expanding what you see, and the picture keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So, how can you expand your view of reality? And if you feel stuck or limited, this is because you are not seeing the bigger picture. This is why I've been reading and studying a bunch about history lately. I've been studying so much about history because I really like history. But for a long time I didn't like history because I wasn't motivated to learn it, because I wasn't looking at it from the right perspective. So sometimes you need to change your perspective on how you see things and how you learn in order to learn faster. So, somebody asked me, what type of things have you been learning? And what got you interested in learning history more? And I said, what got me interested in learning history more is not focusing on the events. Like, for example, when I was learning about the Revolutionary War, it was actually quite boring to me back in the day. But when I would focus on President George Washington, first president, or General George Washington, this was so motivating to me. And I was like, oh, this is so cool. I got to learn about his life. I got to learn about his hardships, the rise of his career. And I've been studying people like this for a long time? And who do you really want to be like? Or who do you really enjoy? Because at first I started researching business CEOs, like the rich people, the top, the people who are very innovative and creative and smart. So, how do you get yourself in this state of learning? You figure out what is your preferred way of learning. What's your medium of learning? Do you like reading? Do you like writing? Do you like thinking? Do you like watching or listening? We have every possible medium of learning today, and it's up to you to find it. Because the more you learn is the more you earn, but also the type of person you become is the type of person that you actually feel like. You actually have their lifestyle. The more you learn about it, is the easier it is and the better it is when you incorporate that into your life. Because you learn not only why it's so great and why you want these things, but where they go wrong and how some things they do that are really amazing and efficient. So, back to the bigger picture thing, there's always a bigger picture. Just like there's always a bigger fish, there's always a bigger picture when you zoom out more and more until you see reality as it is. And then you might be shocked about the amazing mass and the reality of the universe. Everything that's ever happened, ever will happen, and is currently happening everywhere, across every dimension, across every bit of space and time. And this can be shocking and overwhelming, but seeing this bigger picture helps you realize what you can really do, and it helps you grow your contribution to everything. It might fuel your ambition, because one thing that I can't teach you, even though I'll try, is ambition. If you aren't already ambitious, I can't help you be ambitious. Probably. You need to figure out what it is that makes you ambitious, that makes you motivated, that makes you inspired, and keep thinking it, keep repeating it, because what you think about is what you become. And it's very important to learn history by reading, by observing, and by thinking, because history can repeat itself if you learn what they did. And there's always ways to innovate upon this. So you can look, there's a lot of military campaigns in history, and this is a lot of the biggest parts of history, the most well recorded. But if you see this for just ways of interacting, it doesn't have to be a conflict, but you can see it from another perspective, and you can see different military units and forces as different types of attitudes or perspectives or approaches. And this is a very important thing. It's not how the results happen, it's what is the positioning of the units, what is the movement of the units, what is the approach, and what is the psychology, because so much of the battle is the psychology. And a lot of that psychology is internal. So if you see the big picture, you will not make a mistake. You will not react when you need to respond. You will not respond when you need to get the heck out of there. And you will see reality. So this is the thing, expanding and expanding and expanding your view of the world and how you can become the best, most high vibration version of yourself. So today's assignment will be in the Raise Your Vibration email. Check it out, read it through, and tell me what books you are currently reading. So what type of things do you want to learn? What type of things are you learning? And who do you want to become? And what type of perspective do you think is the most amazing, influential perspective that you can have on the world? So thank you so much for watching the Raise Your Vibration Family Week 29. and we are going to keep learning forever. So thank you, and peace.